Hi, it's Tony from CassetteComeback.com. Well, a couple of weeks ago we passed the 10,000 subscribers level on this channel, which is astounding because even though a lot of us live and breathe cassettes and are in a lot of groups and talk about them and record them, this is still a micro niche that most of the world doesn't care about. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nice being part of an elusive elite club, to be honest with you, revel in it. But as we passed that milestone, I said to myself, I have to do something a bit special. And so today's video we're going to do something a bit special and a bit painful and a bit joyous ultimately, I hope. We're going to look at what I believe are TDK's finest Type 2 cassettes. Now, I've already looked at the HXS, which I believe is a great cassette, and TDK made a lot of great Type 2s, but for me, there are two that have a special place. The first one is this, the SA-XS. Why is this so special? Well, this cassette is a strange one. I believe most of these are in mainland Europe. I don't believe these went to America. And I certainly don't remember them at the time. And the ones I've always got from mainland Europe, even though I believe they were available in the UK. So what's that extra S for? Because we know the SA, single coat ferrocobalt, SA-X, double coat ferrocobalt, SA-XS. This is kind of unique insofar as it's a triple cobalt coat ferrocobalt. That's a tongue twister. And these came out in the early 90s. So let's have a look and see what it says on the back. The ultimate high position reference, unmatched resolution, amazing dynamic range, and high definition sound staging through sophisticated coating technology and super precision anti-resonant cassette shell. And these are the characteristics, you know, look at the mol on there, the bias noise, the dynamic range. Yes, but that doesn't mean anything really to me, because the ones of these I've used have sounded like no other Type 2. They sound amazing, so smooth, so capable. These are the finest tape to be found in any Type 2 cassette, in my opinion. They're just beautiful. And I want to thank Mr. Daniel Grigg for sending me this, because the ones that I have of these I've used. I have never sold an SA-XS in my web store, and I have no sealed ones in my collection, because to me they're like, you know, yesterday's spaghetti Napoli. It sits in my fridge talking to me saying, Tony, I'm sitting here all uneaten. You don't want me to go off, do you? Why don't you come and eat me? And like all the SA-XSs which I've had have spoke to me saying, that's a special album, that, Tony. You don't want to leave me here and maybe let me rot. Why don't you use me? You know you want to. And so I've used all of them. So thank you, Daniel, for sending me a sealed one to do this video with. And I really want to open this one gingerly, so bear with me. I might have to do a cut edit because I don't want to just butcher this, because these are special cassettes. They're very rare, they're very expensive, and I don't want to just butcher it, even though it seems that right now I've just used a knife which has a blade that could cut my finger open easily when I didn't want it to, but it couldn't cut open this cassette case properly. So it's pretty much, yeah, it's done a bad job. Can I please, I just want you to slide out. Just slide out, that's all I'm asking. Don't grip as if you're a nutter. Just slide for me, please. No, it's really not going to slide for me, is it? It's just going to stay in there. Oh well, I tried. I didn't want to butcher this, but I tried, but no. Friction is my enemy. We've saved most of it though. That'll do. That'll do. Right. So let's have a look at this cassette. Now, there are two versions of this. This is the later version. And I think you'll agree, for a 90s cassette, this is very attractive. You know, it's got the smoke screen there. It's got the golden screws, always a sign that it's better if it's got golden screws. It's got these lovely red and black hubs, which I haven't seen on any of the TDK. Yeah, it looks fantastic. And let's just have a look at the tape itself. Very, very black tape. It looks like videotape. It's very, very black. That very shiny, beautiful. I mean, it's all round. It's a beautiful cassette that sounds fantastic. And you know, if anyone would turn up with a pallet of something saying, "Hello, I found this pallet of tapes I want rid of," I'd love them to be SA-XSs, because I'd buy them in their thousands more than anything, so I could get them out there to you guys so everyone can experience how good this cassette sounds. But don't worry, we're going to obviously do some recording on it. Now, I said there was two that I was going to look at, and the other one is not the best sounding TDK Type 2 ever, but it is, to me, the most impressive TDK Type 2, and it is the TDK SA-XG. So what's this? Well, somebody in TDK in 1986 must have had a brain tumour for breakfast or something, and decided they were going to take the MAXG alloy shell and put Type 2 tape in it. And they put SA-X tape in it, double coat. And this is what we got. And if we look at the back here, Super Avalyn, dual layer. You see, dual layer, Super Avalyn, low mol, blah blah blah. The reference standard 2 cassette mechanism. Oh yeah, the RS2 mechanism that we all know and love. Made in Japan, 1986. Look at this. Whole Earth Access. That's not Whole Earth Foods, is it? You know, that American branch. But Whole Earth Access is a strange name for a shop that sells tapes. $5.49 in 1986. Now this one, well actually, $5.49 there, and then here, $4.39. So they discounted it. So I still think that is a great price, even for 1986. It's probably the equivalent of about $14 now, but yeah, I still think for a workabout like this, that is something to behold. And I want to thank Michael Snow for sending me this. Thank you very much, sir. I didn't want this because I have some of these, and it's an expensive cassette, and I said, don't, I need to do this myself, but you insisted on sending it, so don't worry. You'll see what I've got planned. It's not all going to be for naught, but thank you very much for sending this one. And like I said, this is where the pain comes. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this the way I thought, so I'm going to do it this way. This is almost the least destructive way of doing it. If I do this like that, down there and down there and down there, we should be able to get it out without destroying it too much. There we go. Well, hey, I want to thank my friend Mr. Tony Cruz in Canada for teaching me that method. So again, it's always a joy to have hold of these cassettes because they are utterly beautiful in every way. And yeah, I think, you know, there's the Sony Super Metal Masters, and we've got the Denons with the ceramic shell and the metal vertexes. No, I think this is the greatest cassette shell ever made. It's just beautiful. It's so heavy, textured. It looks fantastic. Yeah, this is really something special. And again, if we look at the tape on this one, here's again another lovely shiny black. Yeah, let's just sit here for a second and just admire it. And we're back in the room. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Nothing else to say. It always feels like a privilege when I open one of these, and it's not like when I tore open the MAR and went, "Ah, you're a long time dead." You are a long time dead, so that's why I'm doing this now. I'm just going to put my finger there so we can see the SXG bit. But again, like the one before, it's a very, very Minimal J card on this. Full lifetime warranty. Handling and storage. That one's just blank for some reason. There's the labels. And there, of course, is about the little plugs at the top, like with the other ones where you can remove them and then pop them back in again afterwards. So yeah, absolute beautiful, absolute joy and privilege to open. And if you really are a cassette collector, or are really into your cassettes, I know these aren't expensive, but sorry, these are expensive, but you can get them second hand and they wear really well. Maybe, you know, get one second hand just to have one, because you need to feel how good they are, because anybody who you give one of these metal cassettes to feel, and I say metal shelled cassettes to, you know, as soon as they feel it, they go wow, and there might not be cassette people that go wow, that's awesome. So yeah, you've got to love the old SA-XG. So I guess now all that's left is to fire up a good deck, put on some great music and have a listen. And what's really great is that in this video I've been contacted by a wonderful couple of musicians called Carly and Hoyt over in New York. You might know them as Candy Apple Blue. And I know Tetmone used some of their tunes in his video, but I didn't realise that they said that their tunes are YouTube safe. So we're going to record some actual, real, good music onto these right now. I can't wait. Let's go. Okay, so the intention was to use a Revox B215 to do this, so we can look at the cassettes in all their glory, except for the fact it couldn't calibrate this. So I thought, well, okay, it's probably dirty heads, so I give it a clean, and it still couldn't calibrate this. So I thought, well, is this duct tape? Has it gone off? No. You put it in the ZX9, and the ZX9 went, thank you very much, I'll have this one. And this is why, out of all the decks I've got, this is my favourite recording deck. If this deck can't calibrate the tape up, it's not a tape worth using, simple as. So let's just make doubly sure that everything is calibrated correctly. Okay, the azimuth is bob on. The levels, let's have a look, just a little bit low, a little bit high. Let's turn the level down just a little bit. Okay, bias, a little bit on there. There we go. Bias is spot on, levels are spot on. Azimuth needs tweaking. It's nearly spot on. Let's move that. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's try that again. Azimuth, levels, bias, levels, azimuth. Goody gumdrops. Right, I'm not going to record these mega hot, because these sort of tapes +3 is about all you need for them, because they just sound so great anyway. So, like I said, I'm going to use some proper music from Candy Apple Blue, and if you don't have this album, it's on all the streaming platforms. Yeah, this is a brilliant album. Just real good, feel-good pop, and the people behind it, Hoyt and Carly, lovely people, and we've actually got a little project in the works at the moment, so stay tuned. So we're going to use some real music today. And this one that I'm going to use first for this SA-XG is called Let's Dance All Night, and this is the Matt Pop radio edit, and it also features Nick Bramlett. So let's listen to some proper music and enjoy the wonder that is the SA-XG.
We're
So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that tape, just the old Revox just didn't like it. But then again, what do you want? It's the king of the chrome, so maybe this double coat ferrocobalt is just a bit too much for it. But yeah, that sounded superb, didn't it? I mean, you could tell the difference. I think maybe it's lacking a little bit of top end, but yeah, you wouldn't be disappointed. And that's the point between, you know, these, where we look at the source and we look at the tape and we compare side by sides. In reality, you'd never ever hear that. It's because it would either be just a great sounding recording or it wouldn't, and this sounds great. So that's the Beauty Queen. Now let's calibrate up the slightly nerdier SA-XS, and let's see how it compares to the calibration of the SA-X in the SA-XG. So let's try and calibrate this one up. Right, azimuth is out. Let's move the azimuth. Okay, azimuth is there. Levels, the levels are the same as the SA-X. The bias point, it needs a bit more bias adding to it, I think. Let's just change it. It's not quite the same as the SA-X. Right. Okay, bias is there. Levels are there. Azimuth is there. Coolio Iglesias. Right, this one we're gonna, where's it gone? Where's the one? There we go. Yes. Oh, I love this tune off this album. Right, this is the Juno Dreams remix of Detonator. And let's listen if this really is what I think is the best Type 2 tape of the lot. Let's go. Was I right or was I right? Does that sound like, oh, that it just has everything, the bass, the treble, it was taking peaks at +5. Yeah, for my money this SA-XS is the best Type 2 tape ever made. And I mean, you know, I feel very privileged to say that I have this combination, that I can use this cassette in this deck, because to me it doesn't get much better than that. Fitch, you have not got a Tannberg! No, really. For me, I don't care if it gets any better than these two. I really, honestly don't.
The truth.
Well, they sounded a bit superb, didn't they? Yeah. But, you know, I thought, what is a definitive Type 2? If we just had a Type 2, you know, which had SA-XS tape in it, but the shell of an SA-XG, if TDK made that, that would be the ultimate Type 2. But TDK didn't make that. So I give you, ladies and gentlemen, the TDK SA-XG S90 SA-XS tape in an SA-XG shell. The best Type 2 tape in the best Type 2 shell. So therefore I'd like to say this is the best Type 2 you can get. Except you can't get it. Well, maybe you can. I mean, you know, the side effect of that is we've got the SA-XS with these really cool SA-XG hubs. But again, that isn't quite as cool because that's lost the best tape and it's not got the best shell, but there we go. But the point of this is that thanks again to Daniel and Michael for sending me these, but I can't keep them. They're too nice to keep, and I believe in karma and I believe in pushing the feeling on. So that's why I wanted to be very careful when I was unwrapping these. See, you've never seen me put them back in the wrappers, you've seen me tear them open but never put them back in. So what I'm going to do now is push the feeling on. If you would like the unique SA-XGS or the, well, SA-X now, maybe you want to have them as they are, maybe you want to swap them back, it's up to you, but I'm going to put these up for auction on eBay, and like with the Maxim, all of the proceeds are going to go to charity. So if you're interested in having a bid, I'll ship it worldwide. Just look for TDK SA-XGS. There should only be one hit, and that'll be the auction for these two. And you can truly have the best ever Type 2 ever made, and it's as simple as that. So thanks again for watching. Hope this was a bit interesting for you, and thanks to Candy Apple Blue for letting me use their tunes. Do check out their album Powers Activated, it's just superb. But until then, I know it's getting a bit wearisome, but all of you at home, stay safe, stay alert, please like and subscribe, and until next time, happy taping. Bye bye.